I have a personal take on this because I read it in a book. What a douche.
I'm paying zero attention. That's more to do with the common theme of the show.
Hey,
the variety of stories that we're talking about.
I know what that dishonest prosecutor wanted.
Yo! Okay, I want to break this down because obviously I am the resident cat whisperer around here, all right? I am the cat guy. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the only guy that has a cat, but I obviously am pretty big on, cats and taking good care of cats. Everything about that interaction was aggressive. Like he literally hit his fucking cat. That wasn't a happy noise that cat was making. Now, I will admit, I'll be the first to admit, I have pushed Louie. I've pushed Louie away from me sometimes. When he's being distracting or he's being particularly fucking annoying, right? I do this move where I push him. You know what I mean? Like, there's times he's up on the desk and he's just being a menace. And I go, you know what? Just go, and I'll push him enough that he'll jump off the fucking desk. That's a weird kind of that's a weird rage. I'm like legitimately angry at this. Like, I honestly thought like this would be like, look, the internet, the clip channels, people love to overdo shit. You know what I mean? I do it, right? Like I do shit that's over the top for hyperbolic effect. Ralph does shit that's over the top for hyperbolic effect. So people were sending me this clip of Ralph, and I was doing ROTC, and at Royce's studio, I don't have audio connected to my computer. I have audio that's connected to everything the show's doing, but as far as like my computer, I can't hear anything. And I was trying to see it like during the break, real quick while I was having my cigarette, but I was like, whatever. And I couldn't really get a good fucking, read on the situation until I left and I was driving, but like, this really pissed me off. Like, this isn't exaggerated. This is a guy who does this regularly to his cat.
Live, and I saw someone like, what was it, like, Jesus, now I've kicked a hornet's nest. And so everyone's like, ooh, we're celebrating what's going on. Like, I'm paying zero attention. That's more to do with the common theme of the show.
Hey.
The variety of stories that we're talking about.
I know what that dishonest prosecutor wanted. Yeah,
that is a punch. That's a hit. I don't think it was a hard one, but that's a hit. The dude hit his fucking cat. Again, to reiterate my point, when Louie's being annoying, he'll do it. Sometimes when I'm in bed in the morning too, he'll be annoying. He'll bite my foot or something, right? And I'll be like, hey man, and I'll shove him. You shove a cat and they just kind of go, all right, and they hop off of whatever they're on, right? I've given Louie many a shove. Like, dude, stop right now. Knock it the fuck off. But even when I do it, I'm not like, you motherfucker. Like, Johnny had this little, like, you motherfucker. Like, he hit his cat. And you can hear the cat making a noise. That's not like because when I shove Louie, sometimes, like, again, usually it's when he's on the desk and he'll just be insufferable. And I'm like, Lou, you gotta, come on, man. I do like a, come on, man, and I'll shove him. And sometimes he'll let out like a little like, meh, like he's annoyed at me for shoving him. Like he looks at me and goes like, meh, and like walks away. Like, why are you fucking shoving? But like, I can't. I'm legitimately racking my brain right now, trying to think of a moment where I've ever made my cat make a noise like that. And the only scenario where I've made my cat scream like that is when I've accidentally stepped on their tail or their foot. That shit happens sometimes. And when it happens, you fucking feel awful, you know? And it's 99% of the time, it's their fucking fault. Because they're either twirling around your fucking feet while you're trying to walk around the kitchen doing dishes. They're doing something annoying and you're like, ah, fuck. And then you step on them and they're like, no. That's a stepped on my tail noise. You know, that's a noise. Like if I did something to a cat and a cat made that noise, I would immediately stop the show and feel terrible. You know, if you step on a cat or a dog, it happens sometimes. And animals kind of understand the difference between a fucking accident and you being mean all the time. And generally speaking, if you step on your dog or your cat's tail or their foot or whatever, you just kind of take a moment and go, oh shit, buddy. Dude, I'm so sorry, bud. You know what I mean? You go get one of those churu treats. And you're like, yeah, buddy, I'm sorry, dude. I'm fucking sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You know, like, it happens. My neighbor's cat, Ori, the orange guy, I literally kicked him before accidentally because he runs around my feet. He gets excited to see me. And he'll run around my feet in a circle while I'm walking. And most of the time I'm pretty careful, but there have been some times I didn't even see him come flying out of the bushes and start running around my feet. And I'm walking and I'm swinging my foot and I've accidentally kicked the poor fucker. Like, not hard, just regular, like, walking swing. But you're just walking and you're like, thud, and you're like, ah, dude, I'm sorry, bud. Stop fucking walking around my fucking feet, dude. You idiot. But it's like, that's a moment where when a cat makes a noise like that, or a dog or whatever, your immediate reaction should be like, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. You know, even if he was just kind of shoving him and he hit him hard and the cat made that noise, you should take a moment and go, I didn't mean to do that, buddy. I'm sorry. But again, if your cat's doing something dumb, you do the palm and the shove. It's much more gentle. Works with dogs too. You don't fucking hit them. If they're up on something, you just grab their butt and you shove them. And they'll go in any direction you push them.
We're talking about.
I know what that dishonest prosecutor wanted.
I'm not even kidding you. This is making my fucking blood boil. Virgie, I've had to grab my cat by the back of the neck to stop her from fucking burning herself on a daff rig. And she sounded annoyed, but not fucking hurt. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Louis makes the same noise when I push him off the desk that he makes when I pick him up. It's not like a horrible shriek. It's just like a meh. Like, I don't want you. Don't do that. Dude, look at how angry he looks, man.
Prosecutor wanted. I was celebrating because I knew what they wanted, and it was God.
So this guy abuses his cat, bro.
Dishonest prosecutor.
And can we talk about Aaron for a second? Is he already calling the prosecutor in his case dishonest? The day before they have a meeting about his plea deal, he's still calling the prosecutor dishonest.
Hey.
The variety of stories that we're talking about.
I know what that dishonest prosecutor wanted.
That's not a happy cat. Yeah, Virgie, this is the second crime committed on this fucking show. These people need to be stopped. For real. T-Duden's saying this is a show of criminals. We abuse animals. We abuse women. That's the steel toe fucking way. The steel toe way is we abuse animals. We abuse women. We harass women. We physically abuse women. We revenge porn women. And then we hit our cats.
I was celebrating because I knew what they wanted, and it was God. When I'm
going to war with this cripple fuck. That's it. From now on, I don't give a fuck. If it's when he's on steel toe, I'm going to make him cry again. If he's on his own fucking solo show, we're going to make him cry again. I'll come to your fucking house and I'll knock your water over myself. I'll come in person and make you cry. I want nothing more than for people to make this man cry. You have your orders. Everyone make this fucking loser cry. I want to see footage of Johnny Krutches crying every fucking day because
stories that we're talking about.
I know what that dishonest prosecutor wanted. Yeah.
Thank you, Weege. Johnny Dutch Wagenbach Krutches. What's next, bro? You're going to strangle a cat outside your house? Yeah, just jokes. That face says he's angry. Like, he's angry. Like, I have been extremely annoyed at my cats before. I've been frustrated with them. I've been annoyed at them before. But I don't think I've ever been like this angry. Like I've never, any animal, I don't think I've ever seen an animal and had an instinct to like hit it in anger. I mean, if a dog's like attacking somebody and I go up and I punch the dog to try to get it to let go of somebody, that's one, even that's not anger. I'm just trying to get you to let go.
I was celebrating because I knew what they wanted, and it was, God, when I'm
oh yeah, we're going Johnny Krutches. It is now a green light on Johnny Krutches. I want him crying every fucking day. Go in his chat room. And he puts his chat on the screen like an amateur. So you can just go to his chat room and just write really awful shit and it'll show up on his chat, which would be funny.
I would say in a few days here, I can spin a yarn. I can tell a little story.
You'll have some stories for people.
Oh man. I mean, here's the thing. Stay away from the government however you can. I mean, I
think it's starting to dawn on Aaron that 2 years supervised probation is not the fucking dream gig he thought it was going to be.
Just, I would rather be run by the mafia because at least the mafia, you have to do something to them for them to whack you. And
otherwise, it's not worth the effort. I'm not getting out of bed to whack a guy who didn't do nothing.
The government,
you'll abuse a cat though.
Bodies of the people, if you will. So, there's some interesting stuff to come out.
And I want everyone to pressure Johnny about this. I don't want anybody to let up. If you're still over there on Rumble giving him abusive $1 Rumble rants, I want you guys to literally hammer him $1 at a time with comments about his abuse of animals. Johnny's an animal abuser.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much.
I can't read that on the John, but it's very funny.
Because then it just sounds like I'm teasing, but...
I can't read that. YouTube terms of service.
I think, I feel bad for people who don't have the money or the ability to defend themselves in this system. I am ready.
Sugary Coyote said Digger's explanation of it made Johnny look even more guilty. Do we have a clip of that?
Ready to almost go full libertarian and just assume that everyone...
Yeah, Dave, when they destroyed your studio, you just acted really annoyed, not hateful, mad at them. I will say, Dave, I did yell at them very loudly. All the cats hid from me for like an hour. Like, I will admit that I let out quite a roar of anger when they smashed, literally half the shit fell off my desk because they were fighting. And they smashed some monitors. They broke a bunch of shit. And I fucking yelled like I've never yelled before. And Louie was fucking under my bed scared of me for like an hour or two. But I never hit them. And I was just more reacting angrily to the smashed things.
Prosecutor wanted. Yeah, I was celebrating because I knew what they wanted, and it was, God, when I
Doom had it.
Hello, all is fair in lawfare. Good to see you. It's dropped a $3 Rumble rant. Thank you so much. Welcome back home, Digger. Have you seen the video of Johnny punching his cat? Pretty gross. Much love to you, though. Well, that's funny. You've not seen it then, because he doesn't punch his cat.
We just watched him.
My gosh.
I just watched him, you fucking gaslighting cunt.
If you watch the actual
Fuck you
video,
mean?
the cat is squalling in the background, as Al is wont to do. He's a very vocal and noisy cat, and he got annoyed and he threw, you didn't even get to see what it was, but it was the cardboard center of a used roll of duct tape that he chucked in the cat's general vicinity to get it to take off
No, he
and
didn't.
stop being annoying.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He hit the cat. He went like this, and the cat's noise was the immediate reaction to having been hit. Cats don't make that noise because you throw something at them.
Anyone who owns a cat knows that animals, they'll do stuff, and sometimes if you just chuck something in their general vicinity, they'll stop. Not all the time.
By the way, that is the real Felicia Gillespie in the chat. She said Mersh would rather hit a stripper. That's not fair, and that's not true. Nobody wants to hit a stripper. Okay? Nobody wants to hit anyone. It's very unpleasant. It's just that sometimes you have to hit a stripper.
Boo, in particular, she's ballsy. I can chuck her little stuffy and hit her full in the face, and she'll just blink at me and then go back to licking the pot that's sitting on the stovetop.
Why are you throwing things at your cat? Why don't you people just find better ways to get your cats to behave?
She doesn't care. But yeah, anyone who's ever owned a cat knows what it's like, and they know that he wasn't punching his cat. He didn't hurt his cat at all. But thank you so much for the.
He did. He hit his cat, and the cat made a noise like it was hurting. Let's go back to the beginning, right here.
Prosecutor wanted. Yeah, I was celebrating because I
celebrating.
You're full of shit, Digger.
Anyone who owns a cat knows that animals, they'll do stuff, and sometimes if you just chuck something in their general vicinity, they'll stop. Not all the time.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. When my animals are doing something they're not supposed to, I get up and I go to where they're doing the wrong thing. And I go, what are you doing? And then they stop. It wasn't a throw. He went boom, and you heard the which means he hit it immediately with his hand. You lying bitch.
Boo, in particular, she's ballsy. I can chuck her little stuffy and hit her full in the face, and she'll just blink at me and then go back to licking the pot that's sitting on the stovetop. She doesn't care. But yeah, anyone who's ever owned a cat knows what it's like, and they know that he wasn't punching his cat. He didn't hurt his cat at all. But thank you so much.
He hurt his cat.
Prosecutor wanted. Yeah, I was celebrating because I knew what they wanted, and it was. God, when I'm prosecutor
oh wow, Doom left that little part in. That's like disgust, man. He wants to kill that cat. I honestly think Johnny's cat's in danger. And you know what? I'll even go so far as to say this. That's just the abuse he's willing to commit on camera. So imagine the horrendous amount of physical abuse that cat is subjected to on a regular basis. I mean, people are giving us their best face when they're on the air. When you're doing a stream, you're putting your best face out there. This is who you are as the world, as you want the world to see you. So if he's beating his cat on camera, God knows what the fuck he's doing to it off camera. That cat needs an intervention. We need to save that cat.
We have a we will whack you system.
Yeah, if you're a woman or a cat.
I thought this was funny. File this under this category.
Oh, buddy!
What? Apparently, iDubbbz wants to do another content cop.
Yeah, that's old news, Aaron. We know. Which I've already made my feelings known on that subject.
Hit the like button.
But yeah, that's what happens when the Clippers want to become story writers.
You're talking about psychotic obsession. Doom started honing in on me lately and going after me and all this shit.
Yeah, but he's looking for content.
How much do you think Pat Dixon paid Doom to do what Doom's been doing? Because I think that happened.
Doom trying to expose me. Hey, Doom, why don't you suck a cock, you stupid fucking bitch?
Doom is threatening him left and right.
That is wrong, Doom. You should be shamed. Nothing but shame. That's how I feel. Should I turn you into block? Should I block your fucking ass? Doom, I'm going to get rid of you, and you're going to jerk off over it. Bye-bye. Dumb twat. Doom. Sick of you.
Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.